After a couple weeks of lackluster attendance, Coach Marone sent an email to students offering free admission to today's game. Those empty seats of the past few seasons pale in comparison to the backed section right behind the west end zone. WAER's Bill Spalding takes a look at a group of SU students who are there through the ups and downs, the thick and the thin.
A late summer training camp, late night practices, and an early Saturday morning walkthrough, all for the thrill of playing on game day. Now, this might sound like the routine for the SU football players donning the orange and blue today, but it's also how all 190 members of the Pride of the Orange SU marching band spend each and every game week. Why so much practice? Well, the answer may just be simpler than you think.
Yeah, making a straight line with 20 people is a lot harder than you'd think it would be. And then when you try to do it with 190, it can get even more complicated.
That's a good point from SU drum major Sam Brickfield. And now think about forming letters, shapes, and logos. And you can see why the band not only has long hours of practice during the school year, but also ends each summer with a week and a half chock full of 12-hour days before the start of the semester. Senior trombone player Matt Pfeiffer says the time commitment is intense, but just like any athlete, the rush of playing on game day makes it worthwhile.
Playing on game day and just going out there and having 30,000, 40,000 plus people watching you and to get to march down that field playing the fight song. And yeah, I remember at the Pinstripe Bowl, we made the S and we turned down the field and you just hear all the Syracuse fans roar. And it's stuff like that that just makes it so worth it.
That game day atmosphere brings many musicians to the band, and band director Justin Mertz says school spirit also plays a major role.
They do it for free. They do it because they love their school, they love playing their instruments and taking their talent, to college with them, and they love being associated with a football program at the caliber that Coach Marone is creating here.
Now, Mertz just mentioned Coach Marone, and band members like flute section leader Elizabeth DeFabio say the Orange's third-year head man has a special place in his heart for the marching band.
Coach Marone's been really great. This year and last year he came and he spoke to the band. He talked about how important it was. Last year we got the game ball. He makes it known that he thinks that marching band is important, and that gives some validity to what we're doing, and that's something that I think everyone can always appreciate.
Marone's appreciation of the marching band began back when he played for the Orange in the 80s.
When I attended school here, there was someone from my high school that came up here and was part of the band. We were friends. So I realized when we played well, how happy, they were, and then when we didn't play well, how upset they were.
That relationship inspired Marone and Mertz to create a bond between team and band 3 years ago.
When I first took over the program, when you looked at the stadium and people were leaving games, the only people that really had to stay was the band. They are truly very, very close. So because of that background and that history, for me, I've always felt a very close association with our football team and the band, so I reached out to them early, and we built this great relationship.
To be able to count the football coach as an ally and a supporter, frankly, it means the world to us, because we know that what we do is appreciated, we know that it makes a difference, and we know that we are contributing positively to what we hope is an excellent game day atmosphere in the Dome, and that we can be a part of the team's success.
And Pfeiffer says band members realize that relationship is unique.
It's really special. We might have as close of a relationship as any band has with their football team. And, it kind of makes us and the team kind of together. We're all in it together every game in that Dome. We're with them and they're with us.
At its core, the strength of the bond between the Pride of the Orange and the Orange football squad may come from the fact that they are together, even at the lowest points.
They don't get to leave when things aren't going well. They don't get to stop cheering when things aren't going well. They are in the game from the first second to the very last second, and they do it because they feel a real sense of pride in themselves and their school.
Mertz also credits this bond for making his band members more passionate about the Orange than an average student.
Band kids want to see the team win, because band kids are around the football program from the preseason all the way to the end of the season to hopefully a bowl game. They see the progress of the team, and they see how hard the athletes work, and athletes see how hard the band members work, and they have a real vested interest in watching the success of their fellow students on that field.
And if you want proof, just listen to Pfeiffer.
I think we are a little more invested in the final outcome, and we cheer hard, and I'll tell you, people will tell you that I cheer really hard We really would love to see the team do well.
So win or lose this afternoon, you can be sure of one thing. The pride of the Orange will be there until the very last second, passionately supporting the Orange with its music and its spirit. Bill Spalding, WAER Sports.
The Pride of the Orange has entertained Syracuse fans for more than 100 years with its music. This week, band members even get to show off their vocal cords with a halftime sing-along show.